If you're into static cars, this is the top G. It just does not get more static than this, boys. Holy freaking crap. As someone who's seen this car on Instagram for years now, I can confirm that it is just as crazy in person as it is on Instagram. This thing is freaking nuts, bro. Look at this thing, bro. Everybody's definitely seen this car. This car's been blowing up everywhere. Here is the owner and the maker behind the car. Let's go over the car.
I got you. I can start, let's see, where should I start? I'll start with the Camber. I mean, that's what everyone's gonna wanna know about, right?
Yeah.
So we'll start with the suspension. I have fully custom lower control arms because they don't make lower control arms for the RX-8s at all. So they don't have anything whatsoever. So we just custom fabbed those out of like solid steel.
Which is crazy.
Fucking nuts. But made those, tested them, remade them, did them over and over again. So we're even doing a new design for like next year. And then we did extended tie rods, relocated strut towers. We did upper arms that were like extended with like all the ball joints and everything.
You make it seem like it's not that big of a deal because you live this crazy life.
Exactly. Yeah.
But for like a normal person, bro, you made your own control arm.
Yeah, so you take the pipe, like you get it from like, basically we have like a metal store out here.
Yeah.
Get the metal, cut the metal, size it, measure it, fab it up, test it, put it all together, get ball joints, thread the ball joints, put it all together. Like that control arm didn't exist before we made it. We took the pieces and we put it all together, just straight from scratch.
So the entire front end suspension you custom made?
All of it, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
And then what about the rear?
Some of the arms are like, I have like a couple Megan Racing arms in there. Okay. But then we took like a lot of the templates from like the other arms, made our own arms, and then started extending stuff and threading stuff just like the front. Yeah.
So the rear's pretty much all custom as well.
Pretty much all custom, yeah.
Oh, damn, dude. You're making it seem like it's nothing. Yeah. Like I said, you live this crazy life where you do
crazy,
this.
Man. It's crazy.
So how much camber are you running? Front, rear?
Negative 28 in the rear, negative 31 up front.
Jesus Christ. Is this the most cambered car in the world?
I don't know. It's a good question. It's definitely competitive out there.
Yeah.
The Japan guys, I don't know. They're competing with me, but it's definitely one of them. That's for damn sure. Top 3. I
was saying before, this is the top G of static cars. If you own a static car, this is like the guy you look up to.
Hopefully, you know.
No, it's definitely.
That's what you'd say. That's what you'd say. Yeah, for sure. Definitely crazy. Pushing the limit, you know.
Setting the standard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You see static cars all the time, and like you want to push the extreme of what you can do. How big you can fit the wheel. How low you can possibly get.
Yeah.
How much you can raise your motor, raise your frame, like weld stuff, everything. It's all custom because that's pushing the limit of what the car can take.
I want to go over axles because we didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, don't have any issues.
No issues.
Yeah, the craziest thing is with the RX-8s, I've never seen anyone have issues camber-wise with axles.
Really?
I've never even had the axle stop, nothing. Like I've never had any axle bind, any weird noises, nothing.
Did you do anything to make them custom or
No,
that's just how they are?
Totally stock.
So RX-8 axles are the cheat code.
Yeah, like swear to God, like
that's fire.
They're like the best. Like those axles are like mint.
Yeah.
Like I've never had any issues. It's pretty crazy.
I'm guessing it's a full straight pipe?
Oh yeah, it's a full straight pipe, 4 inches from the headers back.
No exhaust leaks too?
No exhaust leaks.
That's nuts.
Wide body kit is a Pandem kit that we custom molded the whole kit on. Did all of like, we did like body panel adhesive, cut the flares. So we took the fenders, made them fit, put the wheels on, put them in, molded everything to like fit the wheel. And
how many static guys like mold their kits?
I've not seen very many.
Yeah.
I really haven't seen very many. I was like,
I've only seen 2.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. It's like he molded his, I molded mine. There's another RX-8 that molded his.
Yeah.
But like, there's not very many.
Dude, it's the craziest thing. You molded the Pandem kit, which is super baller. Like
molded the Pandem kit, and we didn't take it to a shop or do anything like that. Like that was my first time doing body work. This wasn't like something that like I knew how to do or like something I had even tested before. The first time I got involved with Bondo, with seam sealer, with any of this stuff was doing this kit. Like this was my first time ever molding something. I never molded anything before this. Yeah, it's got its imperfections, but it was my first time ever doing something like that.
Yeah. So I didn't do my own tints.
Yeah.
But you did your own tints. So every
I
single.
didn't do these
tints.
tints.
You didn't?
I didn't do these tints.
Oh,
I'm still learning. That's what I'm doing next. Like, okay, I tried molding the kit. I tried doing the arms. Then I tried installing tint. And I'm still like working with tint because chrome tint sucks.
Yeah, it's the worst. I tried.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It is so bad. Like it is the worst thing. Chrome tints don't even get me started, man. But yeah, still learning on that.
Along with molding the kit, you also shut the rear door.
Yeah.
Because this car has suicide doors.
Molded the whole rear door. Actually, this car was like multiple pieces before. So like, you know, you have the door, you have the bumper.
Yeah.
We just said, all right, like I want to make it cleaner. I want to make it look better. I want to make it look smooth.
Yeah.
So we just started molding, and I just kept molding and molding everything together until it was like all one piece. So like basically from here all the way back, all the way around to the other side is all one piece. So like you can never take it apart because it's all one.
Yeah, when you look at this, you kind of forget that there's a rear door.
Right, exactly. You think it's like it's a coupe style. I think that's what makes it look so cool too.
No, yeah, that definitely is.
Exactly.
This entire rear end is just one piece besides the trunk.
Yeah, besides the trunk. The trunk opens, obviously. Like you have to take the chassis mount wing down, but
I didn't notice that till today.
Yeah.
I've seen this car twice already now, and this is the first time I noticed that
the bumper's molded in.
Yeah, bumper's connected to the quarter panel, which is connected to the door, and it's just one piece.
It's one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, it takes damage and like whatever, but like I like how it looks.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
No, it looks fire. I mean, no other RX-8 in the world is probably like this.
No, I've never seen someone mold the rear doors. As I know of, I'm the first one to mold the rear doors.
Is that gas tank actually like, do you actually fill up from there?
No, absolutely not. Fill up in the trunk. I think with the next setup, I want to mold over the gas tank too.
Just no gas cap.
I don't want it to do like anything. I don't want to see it. Yeah.
What wrap is it?
I mean, it's 3M. So we have 3M, I think it's what, 2080. 3M 2080 Sky Blue. I have my buddy who's like super good at wraps and a couple other friends, and we wrapped it in 3 days.
So you said that you welded this door and then seam sealed it?
Yeah, so welded the door on the inside, did like tacks on the inside, and then did seam sealer and then molded over the outside.
So there's no way somebody's opening that door right now?
No, absolutely not. Yeah, it might crack a little bit, but you know, fuck it.
Side skirts, that's part of the Pandem?
Yeah, side skirts are all Pandem.
They are kind of like destroyed, but like the fact that they're not in multiple pieces is crazy.
Honestly, I'm very surprised. Like, okay, the bolt holes kind of ripped out, but like those are easy to refiberglass, right?
Yeah.
But like, at least the whole skirt is all together. The whole thing is one piece.
The skirt's sitting on the ground right now, but this is how it sits when he drives.
Basically, yeah. This is where it's supposed to mount.
It doesn't go up. No. It's right there.
It's supposed to be like right there. Yeah, that's where it's supposed to be.
That's literally the craziest thing ever. This is lower than I am aired out, and my man has low glow, which is wild.
Yeah, got to keep the strips on, bro.
All static boys have no excuse to put low glow on their cars now.
Yeah, so the arrow pieces are from Arrow Wolf. Wing is Battle Arrow.
Yeah, the Battle Arrow.
When they were there, they were custom until they flew off.
Where are they now?
I don't know. Some state, probably like Ohio or something. You know?
Somewhere there, somewhere in the middle of the country. If you guys find them, hit them up.
Yeah, let me know. If you find my end plate, please let me know, please. Because I have one in the car, but the other one flew off. I found the one. The other one's gone.
What tints do you have?
So I have luminous tint. So I have luminous tint chrome gold.
How many percent is that?
I think it's like 5. Not necessarily legal, but...
The rest of the car is legal, luckily.
Exactly,
so
yeah, totally. Everything else is all completely legal.
Yeah.
Taillights are from, let's see, stop motion lighting.
So I've never seen these taillights actually go on. Are like they like the dancing styled taillights?
Yeah, so they're like rainbow taillights.
You realize you cracked this?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it cracked.
Did this crack in Gatlinburg?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yep, that snapped off.
Oh, man.
That snapped off, and then it hit so hard that it cracked this right here. When the side skirt popped up, it ripped out the front fender, cracked this, and snapped this.
Oh, man.
So it just like...
So was that when you were getting onto the trailer, or was that...
Yep.
So that's from the infamous video?
Oh, yeah, the infamous video.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone came up to me at Gatlinburg and was like, hey, oh yeah, you're the guy from the video.
Dude, how did that video blow up within 12 hours?
Dude, I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, I didn't even do like any advertising of it at all.
Yeah.
Like, I posted my car and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get impounded. Like, I need a trailer, and that was it.
Yeah.
Then the video just blew up from there. It was pretty crazy.
You could tell like whoever was taking the video didn't even know it was gonna blow up. It was just a normal iPhone video.
Exactly. Like, it was just something regular. Like, he was just filming because he thought it was crazy, and he was like, oh yeah, I want to film this getting up. And it just flew off to the side, and people were like, whoa. Shit was crazy.
Why did it fly off to the side on that?
So actually, the reason that it flew off to the side, at least from what I'm thinking, is the alignment isn't the best.
Yeah.
Right? It's not amazing.
I mean, look at the camber, buddy.
Yeah, I can't really get it onto a rack. So when I hopped up there, I was going way too fast, right? Usually it takes me like an hour and a half to try and get on that trailer. Like, it takes me forever. I'm jacking it up and making sure all the boards are lined up and like jacking it up slowly because my car is super wide. So like what a lot of people don't understand is like, okay, yeah, getting a car that's like regular onto a trailer, setting it up, not that hard. But with this car, it's like 8.5 feet wide. So it's gonna come off the trailer. Yeah, it's wild. From here, from this edge right here, all the way to the other side is 8.5 feet. Usually trailers are 7 feet wide. Yeah. Right? So you do a little turn to the right, you're coming off the trailer completely. Yeah. You're not going perfectly straight. Yeah. Right? So I'm going fast. I get up onto there. My wheels don't have enough contact patch. My alignment's not great. Slip, boom, off the side. That was about it. Like, that's, you know, that's the best explanation I can give.
Yeah. Yeah. And you were also on a time limit. I think a lot of people don't know that. You had to get the car onto a trailer, otherwise they were going to impound it.
Don't get me wrong. The police might have been capping. They might have been like, oh yeah, you need to get onto this trailer. And they weren't going to bug me or whatever. Yeah. But I'm sitting there like, all right, I got to make it to the show in 30 minutes. I got 15 minutes if I don't get on this trailer. I got to go right now. We're all stressed. We're like, all right, we got to get it on. We got to go. And they're just like, dude, we have like 30 minutes. We got to get to the show, man. send it on. There I am, stuck on the trailer, and we picked it up.
What do you
That's
mean?
what a lot of people don't know. It was stuck.
Yeah.
So how are we supposed to get it off, right? We don't have jacks on us. We don't have tools on us. We don't have anything.
Yeah.
If we had a jack, would have been way easier. Right?
Yeah.
But we didn't have a jack handy, and no one had a jack within, 15 minutes.
So while this car was on the tires of the trailer, yep.
5 of us picked it up and shoved the car over to the other side. We
What?
literally picked the front end of the car up and moved it over.
You're so lucky you have a rotary.
Yes.
Bro, if this wasn't a rotary, you guys probably would have.
No.
Yeah.
It's so light in the front. It's not like a big LS.
Yeah.
So it's like super light and you just pick it up. There was so much more that went into it, right? Like, time limits, police on our tail, trying to get to the show in time.
Yeah.
Getting stuck, moving it over with everyone. And
I mean, dude, it's scary. They said they were literally going to take this car from you.
yeah, exactly. Like when the cop comes up and he says, here's your list of like tickets right here. And it's like, this big.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I should have gotten impounded. And there's 2 cops there, right?
Mm-hmm.
One's coming up to me and he's like, you have like 15 minutes and we're going to get you like a tow truck and we're going to tow you to the wrecking yard.
Yeah.
The other cop comes up to me and he's like, we're going to impound you right now. And I'm like, okay, but the other cop said, so then they talk it out and come to the consensus that within 15 minutes they want to tow my car, right? Do I think that they were going to do it in that moment? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, I'm thinking, all right, this cop wants me gone.
Yeah.
He wants me out of here. He's not going to let me leave. And they barely came to the conclusion that they would let me pull off to the side. Barely. Like they were pissed off.
Wait, were you doing anything to piss them off, or they just saw the car and just
I drove past a cop.
Yeah.
And he saw like a spray of sparks coming out from underneath my car.
Yeah.
Like, I am just dragging frame. Right?
Yeah.
And he's like, there's no fucking way. He pulls up. I have the rental car right behind me. He swerves and cuts off the rental car to get in between them and me and pulls me over.
Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
These wheels are absolutely baller. We're not going to tell you guys the wheel specs, but what wheels are these? Because these are crazy.
Those are avant-garde. So they're avant-garde F251s. Those are but they're super custom spec. They built custom spec wheels for this car, and I told them what I needed to be able to do with it.
I'm around a lot of Stancy cars, so I see tire wear. I've never seen tire wear somewhere like this close to the tire. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Everybody has like tire wear right here.
I actually have it on the sidewall. So the front and the rear both ride on sidewall. Best way to see it is in the rear.
What the fuck, dude? That's so crazy.
You can see, this one I believe was the flipped one.
Yeah.
You can see where it's riding. It's not riding over here. It's riding right here.
Yeah.
This is the patch.
So how many
right
miles do you get per tire?
100 miles flip.
100 miles on both front and rear?
The fronts do like 200. It's surprising the fronts get better and it has more camber.
Yeah.
But it's because the rears are so wide and it's on the sidewall.
Yeah.
That's just like how it goes.
So 200 miles a tire.
200 miles a tire. Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
So if like a tire is like $100, you're paying like...
Dude, those tires aren't $100. They're like $600 a tire.
What?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because you can't fit something that wide. What?
They're huge. They're freaking huge. And those tires are $295.35 and they're Continentals. So to get the all-season $295.35s when tires were like terrible and you couldn't get tires, I'm shipping them from Japan to try and get that spec, and they're like $600 with shipping. Like, it was terrible. I couldn't get them anywhere in the States. I'm like shipping them over to try and get them.
So I'm just trying to think, like, if you're paying 600 miles, dude, I have to do the math on this. Hold on. All right, so if it's $600 a tire, you get 200 miles, $3 a mile.
Yep.
That's crazy.
$3
per
a mile.
tire.
Yep.
So $12, dude, that's crazy.
Yep.
Gas aside, you're paying $12 a mile.
If you DB'd, obviously that goes down.
Yeah.
So like if you miss the flip on it, then you're losing half of that. So then raise that price up. You know what I'm saying?
That's the craziest thing ever. Holy shit. Dude, you are about that. And gas over here is crazy expensive. I was just telling him, like, I'm from Jersey. You guys know this. Gas is about $3.50 a gallon. It's $5.79 here.
It's pretty bad. Don't even get me started on the fact that you have to premix too. So not only do you have the tire wear, not only do you have the kit damage and the body wear, not only do you have like all the scraping and any parts that are gonna break, it's almost $6 a gallon. Plus you have to get pallets of premix. Each of those quarts of premix, right?
Yeah.
Basically for a tank of gas, you're usually using like half a bottle. And each of those bottles is like $28.
So you're better off driving your diesel truck. Like, that diesel truck is way cheaper than this.
Not only that, with the tune, because it's got a stage 2 tune.
Okay.
On top of that.
Oh, you a fast boy.
Yeah, it's fast, hella fast, bro. Not only on top of that, stage 2 tune, and it has like a 4-inch, straight pipe on the back. Weighs gas like a motherfucker. Like, it really, I think like 6 or 7 miles to the gallon. Not only is it using crazy gas, and you need premix, and you need tires. Like, everything is an expense when you're driving this car.
That's crazy. So like, if you want to just drive down the street, it's $20 to drive down the street.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What the fuck?
So I had a stock tank for like the longest time.
Yeah.
And I scraped through it and and gas came out, and I had to get home, so I drove it anyways. I drove it with the gas leaking out of the tank, and it scraped through, and there's sparks flying.
Oh.
I have a fire extinguisher in my passenger seat, and I am driving back home because I have to get back home. Because there's no way we're gonna get this car back without it.
AAA's not towing this car.
I'm just like, all right, you know, pour some more gas in there and just go, bro. Like, I'm 15 minutes down the road. I'm gonna make it back anyways.
Can we show the boys the fuel cell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ta-da! There it is, and you got the cage. Oh, you guys can see it peeking right through there. And then you have the cage. What cage is this?
That's a, let's see, auto power. So we got the auto power roll cage in the back, standard gang floor mats. It's got the Vertex steering wheel and then these little extensions right here. Got the Brom seats, OGs. We have the likewise shift knob with the Stanced Pants engraved on it. All of the panels are custom embroidery. These switches before, they were for like certain things, right? So when we manual swapped the car, because this was auto before as well. Oh, so that's another thing. I actually ripped through my pan on the automatic transmission so many times that I just decided, okay, I want to manual swap it. So we swapped a manual in, we put a new drive shaft in, we put like all new bushings and stuff in to get it to mount up. Yeah. And actually, I don't think I've ever seen someone manual swap one of these cars because the automatic and the manual versions of the motor are different portings. Automatic is a 4-port motor. And the manual is a 6-port motor. That's so weird. The manual transmission isn't actually supposed to bolt up to this motor, but we bolted it up and we got it to fit and work.
Did you have to get like a plate for it?
Yeah, we had to custom make one.
Okay.
So we custom made our own, got it to fit up, put the manual trans in, new drive shaft with the manual drive shaft in, hooked that up to the diff, that worked. So we couldn't switch the ECU, so we kept the stock one. So it has an automatic ECU with an automatic motor and a manual trans that's wired up to the automatic trans ECU.
I see the pedals now too.
Yep. And so then we swapped in the new pedal, got that set up, put in like all the new slave and all the stuff for that. Once we got this in, it wouldn't start because the automatic spits a code when it's not connected. Yeah. So it's telling the ECU that it's not in a gear. So we had to wire direct power to the starter, which is what this big button is. This is how I start my car.
So that's the starter.
That's the starter. So that's direct power to starter. And in order to get it to start, you have to flip that switch, and then the computer says that it's in neutral all the time. You shift it with the manual. So it'll shift. It works perfectly fine. Yeah. But the ECU reads it and thinks that it's in neutral.
Dude, there's not a single inch of this car that you haven't touched, huh?
No, pretty much, yeah.
Every single thing.
All the, you know, fuel lines are tucked, brake lines are tucked, gas tank is relocated, all the wiring is different, the trans is swapped, the motor's been tuned, and it also has a different motor than when it started. Small mods, thermostats, things like that, different radiator, different fan shroud. It's got a different intake, all the regular mods. It's got a 6-inch motor raise.
I want to go into the motor raise, but real quick, can I just show the boys like the back seat?
Absolutely.
How it's 100%. So close to the ground? Look at that.
Here's my one end plate. Ground's right there.
Bro.
You could even touch it if you really wanted to.
That's so sick. Yep. So the motor raise, you did a 6-inch motor raise. Correct. That's the highest I've ever heard anybody do it.
Yeah, I mean, we had to max it out. And it wasn't just like, so usually with a motor raise, right, you can kind of slap some like washers in there and just kind of raise it up a little bit.
Or like a metal plate.
Right, exactly. For one, we use washers. For one, we use a solid bushing. And then for another one, we replace the entire mount. But you can see how low it is from right here.
Yeah, bro, it's insanely low. Look, hold on. Look at that. That's so crazy. Bro, the lower control arm probably sparks.
Oh yeah, this is an R3 style front bumper that's fitted onto an older style RX-8. This is an R2 model RX-8, and that's an R3 bumper. And
you just have to cut that out because you have no turn radius, I'm guessing?
Much, yeah.
Do you have full lock with this? Or?
I don't.
There's no way, right?
No, absolutely not.
How much lock do you have? Like, how much can you turn your wheel?
Let's see, so I can go like this and like this.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. You can turn quite a lot.
Yo, I really like this. You can never curb your wheels.
No, like you really can't. It's so much camber that you can never curb them.
Yeah, that's so fire.
So I'm on BC Racing coils with 326 springs.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I got going on.
What about the rear? Is that
the rear is just 150K spring.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, how does this work? How do you?
How it goes.
Yeah, and this car is actually driven. It's very expensive to drive, but it's driven.
Expensive to drive, and it doesn't drive a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it does drive. It moves. Yeah. You know, I mean, you see all the scrape marks on the ground on the road.
Bro, the ground is. The first thing I noticed actually after the cars, I saw the ground and I'm like, yo,
this is the spot for sure.
Yeah, this is where shit gets done.
Exactly.
So we went over the car. Now let's talk about the brand behind the car.
Absolutely. So Modest, I mean, we custom fabbed all the suspension, we did all the body work, and I just started practicing and practicing and practicing, right? You know, I built multiple setups on this car. I started doing other cars. I started working on other people's things, and I said, okay, where's a place where you can go to get pretty much any aftermarket thing that you want? You know, maybe you want a crazy exhaust. Maybe you want something Bosuzoku. Maybe you want a crazy like custom wing. Maybe you want to get tints. Maybe you know, you see this car, you see other cars, maybe like this one right here, right? And you're like, damn, like that looks dope. How do I get that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Where am I gonna go where someone's gonna go, oh yeah, I'll be able to mold your fenders on. And also while I'm at it, I'll be able to tint your car and I can custom fab you control arms. You want crazy camber? Do that too.
Yeah.
So we started Modest. We started a place where you can go and you can bring an aftermarket car and you can create whatever you want. We can build you a car that's custom from the ground up. You wanted crazy control arms? Yeah, sure, we'll be able to get you that. Maybe you want them for drifting your car. Maybe you want them for cambering your car. Maybe you want it for air suspension. Doesn't matter. We'll be able to install it, put it in your car. We got installers, we have professionals, we have programmers, we have tinters, bodywork specialists, everything that you would need to create your car from the ground up. You have a vision, we can make that happen.
So would you say it's like a one-stop shop? Like,
absolutely.
If you want anything done to your car, whatever, you can do it.
Paint, wrap, tint, bodywork, you know, we can mold kits. We could make a kit theoretically that we would be able to mold and put on your car. Maybe they don't have a kit for your car and you want a wide body. Okay, let's do metal fenders on it. Let's actually make a body kit for your car.
Yeah.
Let's ship it out to your car or let's put it on here. You want suspension? Oh yeah, okay, we can make that. We could do that. We could do axles, we could do tie rods, we could do uppers, we could do lowers, we could do struts, we could do everything that you would need to put it in your car and make it how you want it.
So you guys provide like the opportunity, like, you know, because a lot of people don't know what they're doing.
Exactly. That's the hardest thing, you know, like when I got into the scene and I started with this car, I had no idea what I was getting into. I had no idea how to install coilovers. I had no idea how to build a wheel. I had no idea how to put a kit on.
Yeah.
No clue. So, you know, you learn through the process, you look on forums, you do your research and you're like, damn, they don't have control arms for my car. Where am I supposed to go for that?
Yeah.
If there's a place where you can go and you can get a control arm for your car, boom, why not just visit that one place rather than try and search on 1,100 different websites to try and find what you need?
What's also cool is that you're in Washington, people can come to you and get everything done. But somebody like me, I live in Jersey, across the country.
Yeah.
You can also do that.
You can ship those parts.
Yeah.
You could take those parts and say, okay, yeah, you have a new, you know, 22 BRZ. Fantastic. Let's take those control arms. Let's get that design. Let's make you some that are going to be more aggressive, that are going to be crazier, adjustable. You know, maybe they'll be fully TIG welded. Maybe they'll be solid control arms. Whatever you want. You want them to be pink. You want them to be powder coated, crazy colors. We'll do that and we'll ship it to your door rather than you having to go somewhere else or get your parts from Japan and wait for a year.
Yeah.
Right? So we could do whatever you need, wherever you need it. No matter what your idea is, no matter what you have, no matter how crazy it is, whether you want camber, whether you want a lifted truck, maybe you want a lifted Jeep, maybe you want a crazy S2K, I don't care what it is, we can make that happen. We're trying to create cars that are out of the norm. I don't want to see all these cars driving down the road for the rest of the, you know, my life, seeing the same thing every single day. I want to see stuff that's different. I want to see people that have a vision for what they want to do and take it and get there. And I want to help those people do that.
No, you guys are pushing the boundaries for sure and allowing other people to push the boundaries. So if you guys have a crazy vision, you guys want to build a crazy car like this or like this, you guys got all the help you need.
Exactly.
For all the local homies in Washington, you
bring
can
your
do
cars
it
here and get it all built here while we're at it.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's really dope, especially the fact that, like, you know, somebody from Arkansas needs a part for their car and they can't find it. Like you said, this car doesn't have any camber arms.
No, it doesn't. I never got into it saying, oh wow, like, oh, they have something else, well, I might as well just make my own just because. I didn't even have the opportunity to buy an arm online.
If you guys can make this happen,
we can make anything happen.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm sure all you guys do not want to go this crazy. No. Like, this is a lifestyle in itself, but this sets the standard. So if you guys want literally anything like similar to this, less than this or anything, he can take care of you guys.
I can make that happen.
Well, any last words, bro?
What's a good last word? 100%. If you got the balls for it, make a car that you want.
This car was awesome to see. Literally the craziest car I've ever seen and probably will ever see.
Never know. Who knows? Maybe we'll make something crazier.
Can't wait to see the next setup, bro.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead, follow him on everything. Go check out Modest. They will literally help you build your car.
Run it up.
Yeah, run it up.
Let's build some cars, baby. Let's build some fucking cars.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man.
All right, bro.
Take care.
It was good seeing you.